Good morning, relatives. Aho. Right now, I am actually looking for a specific, wanted to show you guys what we have is airspace encroachment. We have the Morton County Police Department 100% fully over tribal airspace, and they're completely on the other side of Cannonball. And I'm witnessing them, trying to document them coming across. And right now, I just seen them on the other side of Cannonball. I've been following them. I'm on the Sacred Stone side, and I'm deciding which way I should go over. I believe they went over to the. So I've been following the helicopter. Where we're looking at is Cannonball Ranch. I'm gonna post pictures of them coming across, but they've went deep across. They went all the way into tribal airspace. They went well in, looking like they were looking around Cannonball, but it was kind of odd where they were at. So I just stopped and documented them coming around. Good morning here over here in Osheti, Sacred Stones, and Rosebud, all three resistance camps. I'm above currently one of the camps, documenting, following the Morton County Police Department helicopter, which I just documented with the long lens. We call it the horse lens. It looks like a horse foot, it's so long. And we're able to see what's going on here without getting arrested. You know, as media is being arrested. Oh wow, that's something different. So coming across to where I seen the helicopter, and I'm finding tribal police over here, which is a little different, sitting by the Sacred Stones camp. I'm gonna go up and ask them a question here, and we'll see what they say. Yeah, so here we go right here. Hey guys. Yeah. Oh, so they wanna. So I'm documenting the helicopter, the Morton County Police helicopter coming over tribal airspace. Did you guys document that? You guys did see it go across tribal airspace, right? Yeah? I like to report airspace encroachment. Now you guys can document that, right? Officer? You have to talk to the state. But I'm talking to you guys. We're on tribal land. They just came across tribal airspace. You're tribal police. Well, actually, I want to document it right here and the tribal encroachment. You guys have his number. 48. So, you guys did witness a helicopter coming over. Is there something else going on here that I don't know about? Are you guys patrolling them? Should I not even say anything? Because okay, well, I just seen Morton County Police Department cruising over Cannonball Ranch, the Cannonball community right there. Now, if we can't even come to you guys for a solution, who the hell do we go to? This is the same shit we're going through with Morton County, all right? When we can't get a straight answer. We just witnessed tribal encroachment with aircraft going over tribal airspace. If they got permission to fly over Cannonball in the area over there, then I'm in the wrong. Okay, then I won't ask you guys anymore. So I should call him and he'll let me know? All right. What's your name? Officer who? D-Bone? Thank you. All right. Indian country, you've just seen that. We can't even get a straight answer from our tribal police here. Now that bothers me. Why? Because that should not be happening that way. They're sitting here watching. They're sitting here watching. And nothing happening. Nothing happening at all. And I apologize, relatives, for a little bit of the cussing there. Didn't mean you. I know you guys like to broadcast this, but with our own police, this shouldn't be happening. This is over camp right now. Just gonna give you a small view of where we're at. There's the pad, the drill pad. This is over Sacred Stones. That's the drill pad right there. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, and I'm a little upset for a minute here. I'm gonna wait for the helicopter to come. Obviously they're coming. They're sitting here, so I'm gonna sit here with them and wait for that helicopter to come back. In documenting what I'm seeing here in Standing Rock, it is no surprise to a lot of the things I'm witnessing here with law enforcement, with FBI, with Morton County, with the National Guard, Fish and Game. Fish and Game, what the hell is Fish and Game doing here? Border Patrol, what is Border Patrol doing here? And now our own tribal police, federal police is what they're called on the top. Now, you know, the goal here isn't to cause hell with the tribe or the police or, you know, local law enforcement. That's definitely not the goal. But when they become part of the problem, that seems to me to be a problem here. The problem is the Dakota Access Pipeline. Without that pipeline, we wouldn't be here. The police wouldn't be acting shady. All the agencies wouldn't be here. But that pipeline has caused a lot of problems for our indigenous people here and the local people as well. The helicopter has not came back yet. So I'm assuming the helicopter was following somebody on the road. Usually that's what it does. What it does to me is it'll follow someone. May have followed them all the way to Prairie Knights or followed them all the way to Fort Yates. Wherever they were going, it would have followed them. This is the morning update. I've been up early documenting the movement of aircraft, and we saw the military plane, or the military helicopter, but couldn't locate it. Or we could hear it. Sorry, I apologize. We could hear it with the helicopter. So beautiful, beautiful day out. Let me give you a little bit of view out here. Let me see here. It's a beautiful day, beautiful morning. We're over here at Sacred Stones Camp. Followed the plane, followed the helicopter all the way across. It's the same helicopter. I'm going to post the actual tail numbers of the helicopter. We know it's the police helicopter, and it's good that we're here documenting this moment where if we didn't have the long lens, we wouldn't have been able to tell it was the police helicopter. It's the yellow police helicopter. Actually, I could actually show you guys what it is right here. So let me go here real quick. Turn our camera on over here, guys, and give you a heads up on what we're seeing. So I've been filming the helicopters, and here's a few of my footage here showing the militarization behind the Osheti camp. Okay, these are just a few of the militarization up there on top. So I'm going to show you. This is Cannonball. What you can't see is there's a helicopter right in the far end. I'll zoom in a little bit. There's the helicopter I'm following. So I was following this helicopter flying over the reservation, which I was thinking, what is this about? And I just jumped in my car and just started following him over the reservation. And here's his, let me zoom in here for a minute here so you guys can see what this looks like. Okay, so here's the helicopter. Here's what I started to see. I was like, hey, this is the same tailwind right here. So you guys, N16757. This is how close he was. I could see him, and I was thinking he's looking for somebody is what he's doing. And I looked around to see if there's anything else on him, but it's the same police helicopter. And coming over, encroaching within reservation territory, I come up and I see these two guys sitting up here, and I'm like, what the? So I'm you know, for those of you guys just tuning in, I went up there and asked them. They They didn't want to say anything, and they didn't know. Of course, they didn't know. And I'm not suspicious of them. They usually, the officers don't know. They're just doing their job. So I'm gonna have to follow the chain of command. I wanted to document what was going on with them, with the Morton County Police Department. They didn't want to take that documentation, so I'm gonna have to call it in. And but it is an encroachment of tribal airspace unless they have a memorandum of understanding with the tribal council or the tribe. Then they will have the right. The tribe, this is tribal airspace, and no matter how the federal government looks at it, it is seeing the tribal governments as a sovereign nation, nation to nation. And you don't fly over tribal airspace, or actually nation to nation airspace, without confirming that approval from the other nation. Such as if you flew into Mexico, you would be confronted by the Mexico government. Or if you flew into Canada, you would be flying into the Canadian government. So it's the same here. It's no different from over 565 federally recognized tribes around the country, is that they all are separate nations, and they govern themselves, and they govern their airspace, they govern their soil, they govern their people, and this is what it means, is they encroach tribal airspace. So the helicopter went far. I'm assuming that it may have even followed them through Highway 6 is what it would have done. Normally the helicopters have patterns. It'll fly over the highway, around the highway, as we've seen many times with caravans, that it's flew through, followed the caravans back that were after actions. So this is really something very unique. Here we go. I think it's coming back. Let me jump out here. Okay, there it is. There it is. It is coming back. There it is. There it is. Oh man, see right there. Okay, so I'm gonna just go. So there it is. It's coming back now. So we're clearly over the reservation. This is reservation territory right here, sovereign nation territory, and the plane or the helicopter is coming back over tribal airspace from following somebody. They didn't expect me to be sitting here watching them. Oh, these guys give them more attention than anyone else. It's a sacrifice. So it's back over its jurisdiction. Usually, again, when this helicopter will follow somebody, it'll follow them all along the reservation, and it'll go around through Highway 6, or it'll go up to the hotel. Sometimes, rarely, we see them go all the way to Fort Yates and fly around there and then come back. This time what it did was it just flew across. It looked like as far as it went was the hotel, and so it flew through the hotel and came back. And the direction that I watched it is that way, is towards the hotel, which is we're going. Okay, so behind me is east. The pad is right over there, the east pad. The west pad is right there that I'm pointing at. It's the north. So we're looking at full south. And it looks like the helicopter's going back to refuel because it's going straight down. That is pretty bold for it to fly completely over the reservation this early in the morning. And again, media is here. There was CBS and CNN was here. That's the things that we needed them to see, is tribal space encroachment. It's another level of FAA violations. So I'm going to give a call to the FAA, let them know that I've witnessed the, because if I can't do it with the Morton County Police Department. They're not going to fully report it, but I'll give it a try, see what they say. And what's interesting though is if you call 911 from here, who will pick up? Will it be the jurisdiction of Morton County, or will it be the jurisdiction of the tribe? That's the geofence, I guess you could say, is the barrier of digital technology. A geofence, many of you guys don't know, is when you try to you can't fly into an airport airspace with your drone because there's a geofence there or something like that, or your phone, you can't use cell phone service. That's what a geofence is. And what we're seeing is this jurisdiction, there is none. They're completely Wild West in the air. So for you guys techies, take note of that. What we're going to be focusing on here in the tech world. The other thing that's been bothering me is that this has been a social media movement here, a full social media movement. And so if we're going to look at what's going to be the next step with this administration, they're going to attack, especially for Indian country, what we're seeing here, we're already in the digital divide. Whoa, I just heard a gunshot. There's also hunters all through here, which is really weird. It would seem like they would stop all hunting. But I was talking about net neutrality is going to be the next attack. This has been a social movement, so net neutrality is going to be the next thing that's going to be hit. I'm not going to be able to talk to you as easily as I am now. Oh, there it comes back again. So I'm also getting news that they're looking at removing the bridge, but we're not 100% sure. I posted pictures of the bridge where Morton County side of the bridge, they built up a 3-foot ramp. So when they have meetings over there, they park below that ramp and they've stacked up the barricades extra high, about 4, almost 5 feet, which I've also showed you guys. And that what they do is they sit on the other side, and they have wherever they have meetings. When it was a Department of Defense that was there, so people can't see them communicating. People are on that side. I did get a little information from the news guys that were there, that went at CNN, that went in, I think it was NBC or CNN, one of the two, that said the guys were a-holes when they went in there to go see Morton County. They said Morton County was suspicious in the way that they played it, but not really suspicious in a sense where to me it was suspicious. And I let them know that they got that good cop, bad cop going on. But they stressed that the mercenaries on that side are real, they're not listening. But what we're seeing on this side, it's Morton County that's coming across. I'm not seeing that it's the mercenaries. So those are the small things that I'm reporting that don't coincide with each other. The actions versus the narration. And we're seeing the actions here where Morton County came across, boarded a vehicle like a pirate ship, and extracted them from the vehicle as the vehicle was moving. So that's going rogue. And my thoughts that I don't even know if the chief of police would know they're doing that, or if their actions are justifiable for doing that. But it was on this side of the river, so they crossed the river is what they did on snowmobiles. So if you guys remember back in November when we did the aerials of the the prayer for the Thanksgiving Day, as there was a big circle right there. They crossed past that circle heading towards camp. Okay, here it comes again. So I wonder if I can give you guys a good bird's eye view. Let me see if I can give you a good bird's eye view. All right, guys, hold on here. Maybe we'll get you guys good. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So right there is what you're looking at, is the drill pad. Okay, right there. That's the drill pad. We can do a better spot for you guys. All right. Oh man, this is pain. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry guys. This is like trying to hit something small, something big here. So I really wanted you guys, there we go, maybe that'll work. Okay, there we go. So you're looking at a drill pad area right there. That's the road. And when you're looking over here, this is the top of the camp of the Morton County and National Guard and military. And they sit up on the hills. This is the top of Sacred Stones. All right, that's enough of that. That's gotta be, I don't wanna get you guys motion sickness. All right, I'm gonna close up for now. The helicopter's cruising along on the far side. Obviously, I'm not looking for something, but it's going crazy. In the morning time, it usually does go crazy like this. It flies all over camp, goes really low, follows people. But to come over tribal airspace is really different and unique. I could also hear all the snowmobiles going all over the hill, going all crazy over the hill. So it's chaotic on that side. And you know, many people don't know this, but tax dollars are going towards the vehicles that are sitting up on the hill. All of them are running 24/7. All of them. Hayuga. They're running 24/7. So anybody who's been arrested or taken up there, they've noticed that's one of the things they said is the vehicles are all running. Every one of them are running all during the day, and you can hear them running. And I think what they're doing is keeping people on, like, their officers who aren't very aware of things, on high alert. And so when I've seen prayer circles go down there, and if you're up here watching, you see all the officers coming in like 60 miles an hour, like it's like something's happening. And you know, I think it's really, if you think about somebody going to church and all of a sudden every time somebody walks into that church, that you see about 60 officer cars in riot gear show up. That's what's happening here. That's what you're seeing. And they just go on standby and watch you as you go in and pray. And that's what's happening here. Just would like to let everybody know that those infiltrators and a lot of the people that they were seeing causing problems, they had removed them from camp and removed several people from camp that were causing problems, and they were reminding them. And if you can hear in the videos too, they were saying, you know, there was people back there that were behind the scenes making sure that they did stay in prayer and they did stop them from throwing things. And you can't stop everyone, but they were trying to say, you know, we're in here in prayer and solidarity. This isn't our territory here, and you know, we're here to fight this black snake. So they were very clear. A lot of the people I spoke with on all three camps, from Sacred Stones, Rosebud, and Osheti, just going around and talking with people, trying to feel the vibe, the energy, and find out, you know, what's going on. A note on the cleanup. The cleanup is to get with certain people to make sure that you guys come down in caravans. You notify. I'll post the update on digital smoke signals on who to contact when you get here. They're going to try to make sure that there's space, and it'll be for about a week. You'll come up here and help clean, and we're going to leave it the way it was when we got here, which was very beautiful. Mindful that after the veterans left, a blizzard was hit. That's what everything got frozen in that area, and the tents got frozen, and a lot of things that were on the ground got frozen to the ground. So there's a lot of work. Flatbeds are needed, small tractors to scoop things up, and the things that they're letting go, they're letting the community come and get those things. So it's a part of reciprocity. All right, relatives, in a good way, pijatu mia. And I'll give you guys another update later on this evening. Bija.